Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nancy Medoff. I'm the Director of Full Service Core Hotel Sales here in the Northeast region. Welcome to our sales office. I've been asked to talk today about the role mentors has played in my career. I've been with Marriott a little over 23 years and I've had a wonderful, fantastic career. I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I've been afforded and for all the friendships and relationships that I've made along the way. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today were some of these friendships and how they've formed into more of a mentorship and a group of people that I call on that I like to call my personal board of directors. So for my personal board of directors, this is a group of about 6 or 7 people, and people float in and out of my board, who really help me come to good decisions in my career based on knowing me, knowing what my strengths are, knowing what my long-term goals are, and being able to provide a very objective and high-level view of what's best for me. So I formed these relationships over the years, and I'll just run through who a few of them are, not their names, but just how I know them. One of them is a dear friend who's a former customer that I met about 20 years ago, and we stayed in touch over the years. And he's great on my board because he doesn't know Marriott, he doesn't know any of the players, any of the politics, any of what happens in our company. And he's able to be completely objective and look at what's best for me, for Nancy. Another member of my board is a dear friend, actually a neighbor who I met several years ago, who's a professional businesswoman, very successful. She's a C-level executive in a corporation, and she's able to give me a lens of what other companies are doing and a reality check with the industries and different things happening in sales throughout the country. I have a former boss that's on my board of directors, and she knows me very, very well, and she gives me great advice, knowing really what my strengths are and where I struggle. And she's able to offer a mirror to me and to offer some cold, hard truths that I may not necessarily want to admit or be able to see or admit in the moment. And then there's a couple of other people that I've become friendly with over the years who I really just respect their opinion, and they know me very well, and they're able to help guide me through a process. Now that I've introduced you to my board of directors, I can tell you a little bit about how they've helped me over the years. As I look back on my career, there have been a couple of really big decisions that I've had to make that I would consider to be life-changing decisions. The first was a few years ago. I had an opportunity to move to a completely different part of the world and lead a portion of their sales organization. I was very excited, as you can imagine. It was a great opportunity. And as I started talking it through with my board of directors, I was a little underwhelmed at some of their reactions. They were a lot more cautious than I was. They had a lot more questions than I had. And they really helped me see what was important to me at the time, and helped me really figure out who I was and whether or not this was going to be the right move for me. Turned out it wasn't, and I have my board of directors to thank for helping guide me through the process, which was a huge decision. More recently, I had an incredible opportunity to come work here at the Northeast Group sales team. I had been working with the global sales organization for 14 years, and obviously it was a really big decision to come here to this office and to this region and to stretch my skills and challenge myself in ways that I just wasn't used to, completely new world. So in talking it through with my board of directors, they were able to really help me validate that this was a great decision and why it was a great decision and what it would do for me and how it would help me in my career. So in closing, I would say, think about who you gravitate towards and think about whose opinions you value the most. Think about who knows you well and will be honest with you, and nurture those relationships. Because you can't call someone out of the blue 20 years from now and say, hey, can you help me with this big decision? These are the people that you need to be talking with and building the relationship with along the years, so that when you do need them, they can help you make the best decisions. Good luck.